Hello and welcome to the vlog. Welcome to Spotty Dog. The reason for the vlog I'm doing today is that I feel that my husband and I have been scammed by two legitimate companies. Now I really feel that way. These are two very well-known companies. One is a mobile phone company and the other one is an insurance company. Okay, life insurance company. And I'll start with the phone company. Okay, so Stephen and I are both with the same phone company. We both have SIM-only contracts because we've both got phones that we don't need to upgrade as yet. So we're paying very little. One's £9 and one's £11, something like that. So both our payments come out of our current account, and it's a joint current account. So when Stephen looked at the bank statement, he would see £9 coming out and he would say, oh, that's my phone bill. And then he would see something say at £47, something like that, to the mobile phone company, and he would think, oh no, that's not mine, that's Sonia's, that must be Sonia's phone bill, she's using a lot. Then when I was looking at the joint account, I was seeing the £47 something and I was thinking that's Stephen's phone, and oh, there's my phone there at £11, whatever. So I think it was a few days ago, a letter came in to the house for Stephen Ferguson. And when I looked at it, it said that Stephen's contract was up and that if we didn't phone them, that we would continue paying £47.74 per month as we had been doing for the past 2 years. Shocked, stunned, no idea what they're talking about. So I went and got out our mobile phone files and there looked at Stephen's account number, and it didn't match the account number that was on the letter. The phone number on the letter only gave us the last 3 digits. I'm making it up here, 445. No idea, because we don't have mobile phones that are end with 445. So I'm looking and I'm going, right, let's get into our bank details here. So got on to the bank, looked, and every month, yes, I was paying the 11 and Stephen was paying the 9, but there was £47.74 coming out of our bank account to the same mobile phone company. So, not our account numbers, not our phone numbers. And we've been paying for 2 years, and it works out something like £1,200, okay, over the 2 years. We have no idea what it was. So of course, Stephen gets on the phone. Guy comes on the phone. Oh, the only way to get them was to say you're leaving them. And Guy comes on the phone after about half an hour of holding. Stephen told him what was happening. He wasn't getting anywhere with him, so he said, look, my wife wants to speak to you. You can talk to her about whatever. And he came on the phone and he said, you took this contract out in 2019 with the Samsung Galaxy 8. No, we didn't. I said, now listen, I want you to do 2 things. Cancel that contract right now and put me onto the fraud department. And he said, hold on. Now the guy wasn't from Northern Ireland, so there was a bit of a language barrier here. And he said, well, I can put you through to the girl who deals with the contracts. And he put me through to her. I had to go through the whole rigmarole and explain it all to her. And all she said was, madam, would you like to keep this phone number and we can give it to you for £5 per month? And I said, listen, did you not hear that I said that we've been paying £47.74 a month for 2 years and it wasn't for any of our phones? Do you not hear that fraud has been committed? Do you not hear this is not our phone? Yes, I understand, madam, but do you not understand that we are offering you a very good deal? Well, listen, I thought I was going to explode, but I kept it nice because it's not the girl's fault, okay? So after she tried to offer me everything and sundry, I said, listen, cancel the contract now. And she said, okay. The computer's very slow, please bear with me. And after 5 minutes, I said hello, and she said hello, and then the phone went down. And I honestly couldn't believe it. We were cut off. Now, really, that had taken me up to then over an hour by the time I was holding and then getting through and trying to get this rigmarole sorted. I rang again and I got another person. And there was once again a language barrier. And I explained to her what had happened and she didn't understand one word that I was talking about. She then passed me to someone else. And that person just wanted to sell me a £5 contract for this phone that we didn't have, for this SIM card that we didn't have. And no matter how many times I said to her, put me onto the fraud department or, tried to explain what had happened, she just kept on trying to get me to buy something else. So eventually, I got her to cancel the contract and she said you will pay this again in January, 30 days, for still 30 days, and then you won't get another payment taken from your account. And I said, right, now I need you to put me to the fraud department. Why? Because are you not listening? But you got this phone back in January 2019. No, we didn't. Now listen to me very clearly. Put me through to the fraud department. And guess what happened? At this stage there was smoke coming out of my ears and I was absolutely flabbergasted that for 2 years these people were taking money from my account for a phone that we didn't have, and for a number we didn't have, and it was nothing to do with us, and no one in 3 would listen. No one, just no one. It was like something out of a Disney film. It was like Lauren and Hardy. Please listen to me. What is going on here? It's just unbelievable. So I've now written to the company, and if I don't get word back within the month, I'm taken to the Ombudsman. It was an absolute disgrace. I have laid out everything that's happened to us, how, why, what, and then the whole rigmarole of trying to get it sorted. So I'm just telling people this because this is absolutely unreal. These are legitimate companies and this is what's happened to us. Like, how does that happen? It's their responsibility that it shouldn't happen. Absolutely unbelievable. So I'll keep you updated with the outcome of that. I think I'll get no response whatsoever and I'll have to go to the Ombudsman. But I'll go there. And next we will speak about the next company who did a scammer on me. Now here's the next one. And where do I even start with this one? 30 odd years ago I took out life insurance on myself and my husband took out life insurance on himself, okay? These were to expire when I'm 60, okay? 3 years time, okay? And then you could redo your insurance policy, okay? It's just in case something happens to me, Stephen will be left well off. If something happens to him, I'll be left well off, so on and so forth. Okay, so we had this in place and had done for 30 odd years. So before Christmas I got a phone call from now this is a very well known insurance company, okay? From the insurance company saying you've only 3 years to go with your insurance policy. If when you become 60 and this policy runs out, it will be much more expensive to cover you when you're 60 because of your age, all these sort of things, okay? You would be better switching cover now. That takes you into the next 10 years, and take the policy out for 10 years so when you're older you don't have to take another one and pay through the nose for it. And I'm going, right, okay. So I got my insurance policy out and say it was paying out if I died 200,000, say, okay? And they said if we cover you, say from now, on a new insurance policy for the next 20 years, we could offer you a policy that pays out 200,000 as this one does, and that'll be £100 a month extra. So I'm going, hold on, it's costing me £100 extra? Yeah, well no, I couldn't afford that. Okay, well, let me see. Could you afford £50? What does that get me? £100,000 cover, and that's for the next 15 years would be covered. And they said the same applies to Stevens, but we'd need to speak to him. So they spoke to him and he said, look, I don't want to talk about this, talk to my wife about it. So that's fine. It talked about his, it was the same thing. We could cover him. It's going to be £50 a month extra, and you'll be covered up until you're 70 or 75 or something. And it means you're not going to get hit with a big insurance quote in 3 years' time. So that was fine. They said, we'll put the contracts together for you and then I'll ring you tomorrow and you can sign them, blah de blah. So I put the phone down, I was tired, I went to bed. Next day I got up, and I said, Stephen, we're going to take new insurance policies out. And he said, why? And I explained it to him and he said, Sonia, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? So over the next 3 years, you're going to pay them £1,800 extra for a new insurance policy that gives you less, and you're going to do the same with mine. So that's £3,600 on 2 insurance policies you're going to give them to insure you for less than you're insured now. I went, Steve, I never thought about that. So let's go and see how much it would cost to insure us when we're 60. So we went to another very well-known insurance company. When we're 60, put in our age was 60, everything's wrong, got a quote less than what I'm paying now, right this minute, okay, now, when I'm 60. So all that guff about, oh, it's going to cost you an absolute fortune, you need to change your policy now, and it'll cost you £50 extra a month, but we'll only give you half of what you're insured for now. That was all guff. That's scamming. That's underhanded. That's trying, he got me at the wrong time. I didn't think about it. Thankfully, Stephen thought about it. So when they rang me that day, I absolutely ate the face off him. How dare you? I said, why would I do that? Why would I change to an insurance policy? I'm covered for another 3 years. Why would I do that and spend £3,600 on two insurance policies? And he said, well, you wouldn't. And I said, well, why were you trying to push me into it? No, I wasn't trying to push you into it, I was offering. I said, this is very, very bad. Very bad. And I'm going to tell you something. In 3 years' time, when these insurance policies are up, I'm going elsewhere. Because I've got much better quotes elsewhere. And on top of that, I don't want to work with a company who are underhanded. And he just said, okay, thank you, goodbye. So, I'm just telling you this now. These are legit companies. And they're ripping us off and we don't even know it. And if Stephen hadn't have caught that on, I would be now paying an insurance company £50 more, actually £100 more for 2 insurance policies that are paying out half of what I was insured for. Absolute disgrace. And somebody needs to call these people out. Call them to task. It is absolutely disgusting what they're doing. So there's 2 companies that have done this scammy thing on me over the past few weeks, and it's very hard to trust anybody now. But I'm just telling you, please be careful what you sign up for, because these people really are just ruthless. They don't care. As long as they are making money out of you, they really don't care. Really don't care. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with everybody. And I think I'm going to write to someone about this as well. And I'll keep us updated what happened with the telephone company and with the insurance company. But yes, please be careful. Watch what you're paying. I thought I was being careful and watching. I hadn't been at all. I really hadn't been at all. I hadn't a clue what was coming out of my account, that I missed £47.74 being taken out every month for the phone that we never had. So just be careful. Get your finances in order. Know what's coming out of your bank account. I hope this helps someone. If this helps one person, I will be delighted. So anyway, that's it. Spotty Dog reporting on legitimate companies scamming.